Well, from 3 plants to 38, the UAW expanded its strike against the Big Three today by sending workers at GM and its Stellantis plants to the picket lines. They are still in talks with Ford, and so far, no additional plants have been impacted. And Bob Bruno is director of the Labor Studies program at the University of Illinois. He joins us now with more. Bob, welcome. I've heard this described as sort of a surgical strike because it focuses on the parts part of the manufacturing process. Walk us through that. Start there for us.
Sure. It's surgical because by shutting down distribution centers and shutting down parts providers, you can create a lot of havoc throughout the system. You can bring to a halt the assembly plants where the most popular and the most profitable vehicles are being produced. But at the same time, you can leave a large majority of the workforce, the UAW membership, at work. They're collecting paychecks, they're paying into their strike fund. And by also doing this in a surgical, incremental rollout way, you really create chaos for the company. They don't know really where to move parts. They don't know exactly what kind of production they're going to get out of any of their facilities.
And we've never had a strike with all three of the automakers here. This strike is 20 states, GM and Stellantis, not with Ford. How is it going with negotiations there? It sounds more positive.
Right. So the UAW is really holding three negotiations with each of the companies, and each of the companies have to look at their own labor market conditions and determine what is in their best interest. So there's three separate negotiations, and as you might expect, the UAW could have different relationships with each. They have a much more positive and collaborative working relationship with Ford than they do with the other two, and Stellantis has been particularly difficult.
All of the automakers, we've been hearing a lot about the big profits that they've been having. Remind us what the workers are asking for, what the companies are offering, and if you would also explain this desire for a 4-day work week, but getting paid for 5 days.
Yeah. So the UAW has asked for a 40% pay increase over the life of the contract, and they tie that to the compensation increases that the CEOs of the three companies have gotten, roughly 40%. They've also asked to get rid of what's called a two-tier wage system, where you have workers doing exactly the same work, but depending on when they were hired, they're receiving 50% of the pay. The UAW has also put forward a request to return company paid pension benefits for employees. And then the final one, as you note, is a demand that the work week be reduced to 32 hours, but at 40 hours pay. And this harkens back to a position that the UAW was promoting, quite frankly, 50, 60 years ago, in fact, early in the 20th century, to try to return the work week to a more balanced number of hours for workers.
Bob, the price of used cars, we all know, spiked dramatically during the pandemic, just now starting to inch back to where they were. What is this likely to do with the price of cars in your mind?
Well, so it depends on how long the strike goes. My understanding is that the automakers have an inventory 30, 40 days on their lot. They were somewhat planning for the possibility of this. But if the strike were to go much beyond that, you would definitely see delays and shortages of the most popular consumer cars. That means that the dealers would have to rely more on used cars, and that, of course, would increase the price of those cars. So it has a lot to do with how long this goes on.
Just 30 seconds left, Bob. Do you think the American people are behind the American worker at this point?
Yeah, they're strongly behind it, the workers. We've seen this in confrontation after confrontation in different industries, and public opinion polling is at near record highs in support of working people. So it is an exceptional moment for America's working class.
Yeah, well put. Bob Bruno at U of I, thanks for the insight tonight.
You're very welcome, sir.